So I guess we'll move into the first regular segment of the week, right?
Yep.
Sound good?
Yeah. Are we taking notes?
Yes. All right. All right. So first thing I wanted to mention was another kind of event, whatever, that happened this last week. That happens all the time, and I think Patrick, you've got a thing for it, but it's what I watched. So I watched the original Star Wars: New Hope on Wednesday. Wednesday was the 5th, right? Or the 4th, I mean, I'm sorry. Is that right?
Yeah, you're right.
So I watched that, and I watched this, which these are my two, arguably both of them I can interchange depending on who I'm talking to with what my favorites are. So I watched those in honor of May the 4th. I looked up a couple interesting things about May the 4th as well. Do you know how May the 4th originated originally, I guess, Patrick?
I don't.
So it's a Margaret Thatcher quote. And I think it was right after she was either elected or reelected. And she used the phrase, "May the 4th be with you." Obviously, referencing Star Wars as just a way that, because that day was so big for her, that, she was kind of crossing over like that. But that's what I was reading the origin of it was.
Wow.
And then another interesting thing I read that I wasn't aware of, that it wasn't officially kind of recognized or whatever until 2000, I think it was 2013, by Disney. Wait, no. When did Disney take over?
I don't know. I'll look it up. Continue.
Okay, these are the things that I should take notes on when I'm doing my own research. But this stuff I really didn't intend to spend a lot of time on. But anyway, yeah. I wanted to. I think we've agreed with that before too. Rogue One and Star Wars are kind of interchangeable for the #1 movie, right? Patrick, you think that too, right?
I like Rogue One, but it's been a while since I've watched it. I should rewatch it. It's not super high on my list.
Oh, really? Okay, I must be just confusing you with Tyler. Yeah. You just, I think, said the original Star Wars at one point in time then too, right? As far
as it was always Empire for me, but I think the original is sort of like taken over, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Those are the two I flip-flop back.
Gotcha. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I just love Rogue One so much, and I've pointed out to people before that I think Rogue One's so high on my list, and might be the same way with Tyler, because although Tyler's a big lightsaber guy, but there's not a whole lot of Force and lightsaber, which that isn't my biggest appreciation from Star Wars. It's kind of the, all the other stuff, So I love all that stuff, but it's not as important to me. So a movie like this can definitely be more important to me. So anyway.
2012.
Okay, so then it was, I was right. 2013 then was, I guess, the first time it was officially recognized by.
Got to monetize it.
Yeah. So. And I don't care for the subsequent ones too, Revenge of the Fifth and all the, I'm not into that yet. I don't know whether maybe it'll get so huge that it'll take over my thoughts, but it does not right now.
Right.
We celebrated Revenge of the Fifth. I sent Marcus a text. That's
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're in? You officially bought in?
With the boy, yeah.
Gotcha.
It's fun for him.
Yeah, I know. I'm not knocking it. It's just I'm just saying, yes. I'm not into that yet. But
right.
But another funny story with what I watched as well. The next thing I watched is this Moonfall, and this is funny because after I bought this, I watched this on Vudu. I bought it on Vudu, and after I watched it, Mike sent out a text like, "Okay, who bought Moonfall?" Because we'll share accounts, so we don't have to both buy all the same movies all the time, And sure enough, I had Mike's account on whenever I bought this.
I knew it was either you, Tyler, or Max. So
Right.
I sent out a group text. All right, who bought Moonfall?
Yeah. Good thing the only reason I bought it was because it was so cheap. You know, once a movie gets to a price that is so close to the rental cost anyway, it's like, why not just buy it, even though I haven't seen it, you know?
Yep.
And so basically, this is a crazy movie. Have you seen this one, Patrick? I know Mike hasn't yet.
I've not.
Are you familiar with it at all?
Little bit.
It looks really cool.
It definitely looks cool. That's, you know, obviously that's why I wanted to see it, but I don't know. So the moon is like a Death Star in this movie. Like, it's a big machine that aliens use to create galaxies, universes, and stuff, you know, all this. And then there's bad aliens that are they're AI. They create galaxies and they have this AI that helps them. But then, of course, just like the story of old, the AI becomes self-aware. Then the AI doesn't like any, you know, real genetic things or anything like that. So they not only decide to kill all the everything, you know, that's created by these aliens, but then kill the aliens too, so they can't do it anymore. So the moon is the last Death Star type machine to create galaxies left in the galaxy. And we actually were involved in awakening this alien this AI that wants to kill all the aliens. So they start blocking out this dwarf star that's inside the moon that keeps the moon in orbit. So that's why the moon starts plummeting to the earth. And then, of course, as the moon gets closer, all this gravitational stuff happens. And, you know, it messes up things there. So the plan is they have to go fight the AI for the aliens to get the moon to go back up in orbit. What do you think of that?
Sounds a little far-fetched if you ask me.
Yeah, exactly. I will say it wasn't horrible, but I'm not going to give it a recommendation because even crazier about it too is it's kind of like it's a B movie masquerading as a, you know, feature film, in my opinion too. It's like it can be good, really good in some spots, but then there's just some spots that like really put B movie vibes. Yeah. But there's a lot of big actors and actresses in this too, and of course I didn't write down which ones those were. But Halle Berry is in it. Man, I can't remember anybody else's name right now. But there's a few big names. Oh, the craziest thing about this to me, as far as actors and actresses are concerned, is Donald Sutherland is in this for literally a minute and a half. I'm not even joking. Just for him to be this scientist that was around when we originally started messing with things, you know, back in the moon landing, because that's when it happened. You know, we blacked out for 2 minutes. Well, we didn't really black out. The government was hiding that from us. And Donald Sutherland knew that information. So literally they had Halle Berry question him for like a minute and a half to have him kind of fess up with the truth. And then he commits suicide. That's it. It's Donald Sutherland. I mean, like, how far you fall. But like I said, it's not horrible, but wait for it free somewhere is all I have to say.
Yeah, like
it's funny. This is the one where the guy, no one believes him. Is it, or am I mixing two movies up?
No, yeah, definitely no one believes him. Who is that guy? What's he from? Do you know?
I don't know.
He's somebody you know, but I can't remember his freaking name right now to save my life. But he's somebody you know.
I'm glad that I own it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know it. You know it, Mike.
Yeah, and your recommendation fits you perfect. It's like, yeah, just wait until you can watch it for free.
Yeah, I didn't realize I watched it for free. Right. So I'm just...
That's funny.
But yeah, no one believed him because he saw this alien prior to everyone else, and he tried to tell everybody. Of course, they didn't believe him. Blah blah blah. You know. So, and just to go from one bad movie to a worse movie, and this is Skip Trace. This is from 2016, and I started this one because this is what always happens. So I'll search for something, and then after I'm done with that, then I'll just look at whatever they recommend me next. and I love Jackie Chan and Johnny Knoxville. I wouldn't say I love Johnny Knoxville, but he's been surprisingly entertaining to me on many occasions. Outside Jackass, I'm not talking about Jackass. The movies he's in, I usually enjoy him. So, and I've been a big fan of Jackie Chan forever. But I got a couple things to say about this one, and I figured they'd be a good fit because Jackie Chan's kind of goofy, and obviously Johnny Knoxville is. But it's a hard pass for me. You guys are like, yeah, well, obviously we would have told you before you watched it, But it's just, I think Jackie Chan should have just probably passed on this, and it's just the writing in the story is not very good either, and it tries to be what was that? Rush Hour. Remember Rush Hour?
Yeah.
It tries to be like that and just fails miserably. So, all right, so let's move into things that people care about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this one first because I know even out of us, I'm really the only one that really cares about this one a whole lot. And I got a new thing to say about this. This one's letting me down. You know what they did to me in this last episode? Actually, let me pause real quick because we got another guest that just popped in that's patiently waiting here on this Mother's Day edition of Comics and Collectibles in the Crawl Space. Hello, Mama.
Hi. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you good.
Yep.
You're good.
Hello.
This is my beautiful wife, Jessie.
Hello, guys.
Hi. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day. Having
We
a
just
rough-
had a rough couple last hour, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
Did you
sorry
tell
about
them what
that.
happened?
Yeah. Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah. The
She
cop
actually
came.
called me. We weren't on the air yet, so she
Yeah.
called me. So I was able to
Oh.
tell them.
Patrick and myself.
Okay. Yeah, so I got the Happy Mother's Day to me. Here's my police report.
Police report but it's just a fender bender, right?
Yeah, she hit me from behind, but my backup cameras are completely toast.
Oh,
Like
that's
they're smashed in, and then I got the notice on the car that my backup sensors are inoperable. So, but yeah, she got out of the car and was like, "Oh, it's not that bad. You look fine, so we're good, right?" I was like, "No." She was refusing to give me insurance information.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she was refusing. And then she called someone, and like 5 people showed up. And I was like, I need a police officer here. So the cop came, and then he handled everything. I was glad I called him because, yeah, there was like 5 or 6 people on scene within 10 minutes. She kept calling a bunch of people, so.
Wow.
Why was she refusing?
She said because she just bought the car off her parents, and she just got into an accident 2 weeks ago, and her parents are going to kill her. And she was like, "Well, I'll pay you money. I just don't want to use insurance because my parents are going to be mad at me." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not doing it that way. I have to have your insurance." But
Yeah,
I think she actually got in trouble because he gave me the report, and he goes, "Okay, ma'am, you're free to go." And he looked at her, and he was like, "But you have to stay," because she didn't have her driver's license on her. So, yeah.
Well, I was just going to say, obviously, you made a good call because I wouldn't exactly say, "I'll pay for it. Just don't use an insurance." Is a very, trustworthy thing to hear from a child still living at home.
Yeah, no, not at all.
The parents
Not
are going
at
to
all.
ground her for the accident.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I don't know how much you make, but do you know how much this kind of thing costs? Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, but in fun news, I want to show you what I got.
Okay.
This was one of my Mother's Day presents. I got a Harry Potter purse. It has a
very
wand on top.
Wait, let me
I
bring
think
up the
Emily
geek
has
stuff
the
we
same-
got. No, I'm just
Huh?
kidding. I'm just kidding. Never mind. I said let me bring up the geek stuff.
Oh, this side's cooler actually, because it says Deathly Hallows on it. It's
Very
so
nice.
pretty.
Yeah. What else
Mike,
did you
I
get?
think Emily has the same bag.
Yep, she does.
Yeah. I
Does
saw
Chelsea
it
have that,
at.
Patrick? Does Chelsea have that bag?
She does not.
You better step it up. Although I didn't get that bag for her. Lexi did. She's adulting like crazy. Good job, Lexi.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Also, I didn't get Emily hers either.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, I know.
No.
I think who got her that? It was her,
Or no,
for graduation.
Sister-in-law.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Because I
Okay,
saw
well,
this
none of us got
bag.
it then, Patrick. Don't worry about it. All right, sorry, Mama. Go. What else?
It's
did you
okay. Because I wanted to tell you the story about the bag.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry.
No, because I go visit this bag at the mall several times to go look at it. And the first time I saw it, I'd never seen a bag like that before. And I immediately took a picture and texted it to Emily. And I was like, oh my God, look how gorgeous this is. And I had never seen it. So I thought it was something like brand new. And she's like, oh, I already have it. And I was like, oh, I'm late to the game. But isn't it true? Every time we go to the mall, we go to that one store and I just go visit the bag.
Yeah,
Like, isn't it pretty?
So Mom wouldn't ever buy it for herself. She was like, you know what? I'll just buy it for her.
But I also got Michael Bublé concert ticket.
Cool.
Oh, very nice.
That was from my wonderful husband.
And that has a little funny story with it too. I couldn't. So Tyler was down this weekend. You guys know. Of course, we partook in a little bit of alcohol Friday, and I couldn't resist waiting till Mother's Day. So I let the cat out of the bag while I was drinking Friday. So
Yeah.
kind of ruined it, you know. But,
You didn't ruin it. It was exciting.
well, I ruined it before Mother's Day. Is all I'm saying. Yeah. I spoiler alert. I didn't. You know. Yeah. I spoiled it. Yeah. That's it. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, it was more exciting, 3 drinks in. So that's all right.
No, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So
So awesome. Sorry your day's been bad so far, but we'll try to make up for all that as the day goes on. Happy Mother's Day once again. Thank you for popping in. And if you didn't have anything else, we'll move on. You good?
I'm good. Bye, guys.
All right. Love you. All right. Awesome. Where was I? Oh, Halo.
Halo.
I'm not going to put that thing up again. I need to get one that's trimmed down. We can be on the screen with it to talk about it. But anyway, so I'm not going to cover our faces again. But guess what? I'm going to literally give you guys, at least both of you, please play along. One guess.
Okay.
What this episode did to me. And the hint is it's a trend that has happened multiple times in our conversations on shows before. What did this Halo episode do to me?
It was all about the Mandalorian.
Very close. You're on track, Mike.
So, Master Chief wasn't even in the episode.
Exactly. No Master Chief at all. My favorite character. Now, I guess it is a little bit not as bad as Boba Fett and whatever, because it's not the Master Chief show. So it's still obviously took place in the whole story. And he's kind of like the same way we talked about Moon Knight a couple episodes ago. He's in it, very tiny bit, but yeah, this was not a Master Chief centric episode, but it was still good. Still liked it, but yeah, I think it was Tyler. We were actually able to watch it together because he was here. He was mentioning that. He's like, listen, I don't care about this backstory. What's happening with Master Chief, because at the end of the last episode we watched we actually saw this vision of Master Chief on the ring, the Halo, the Halo ring, so we were looking forward for that. We're like, oh wow, new episode, we get to see what's up, and boom, they don't even go there at all with it. It's totally separate story. So, but like I said, it still wasn't bad. I just figured I'd add that complaint.
Yeah.
And then, of course, last but not least, here we go. Moon Knight. Can I start this week, Pat?
Sure.
I like your recaps better than me, so I just want to give my opinion before you start the recap. Okay?
Yes.
You do yours and then let Patrick do it right.
Yeah, right. I love this episode. This is great. Finally paid off for me. I really was happy with the trajectory and the ending and the whole thing, so that's what I got to start. What do you got, Pat? What do you want to say about this?
I hated it.
I knew it.
You're done. Okay.
Nah.
That was so awesomely ironic.
I liked it. I thought I wish maybe it was a longer episode or maybe 2 more episodes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a lot that they, held till the last episode and just threw everything up and just tried to wrap it up as quick as they could.
That is true. True. Yeah. But that's why I liked it, because that's my complaint is I like a lot of, information like that. So
I have some things that Valor wanted me to mention about this last episode.
Okay, good. Okay.
First of all, I don't know if you can see this. He drew that right after the episode was over.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me. I can.
Oh yeah.
Let me.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Is that Conchu?
Yeah. And I think he did some internet research, but he wanted to make sure we realized the nod to Bill Sienkiewicz. Did you catch that, Kevin?
No, I didn't.
There was at the tag at the end there, when they were pulling what's his name out of the mental institution. That was the name of the mental institution, was Sienkiewicz's psychiatric hospital.
Oh no, I didn't notice that. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bill Sienkiewicz got a kick out of it too. I think he was pleased with it.
Oh yeah, I did. That's right. I did see that. Yeah, he liked that. I think they asked him ahead of time if it was okay to do it, and he said, "Of course it's okay." He loved it.
Yeah.
And he wanted to comment. I'm not sure what this means. When Harrow, the bad guy, was in the institution at the end there.
Yeah.
He was hallucinating that his coffee was sand. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And then he mentions too, and we finally got the Jake Lockley reveal at the end. Although this Jake Lockley seems to be a bad dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of odd how that happened. I shouldn't say odd. It was just surprising, with obviously, how, Moon Knight got his butt kicked, and then obviously they did the, him blacking out, and then all of a sudden everybody's dead or whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't think there was that much of a difference in a power level there, apparently, right?
Right. Yeah.
So I guess that's the lead-in for a definitive season 2. Which, do you know information about that yet? I mean, it's got to happen.
Yeah. Well, I think that they've commented that that was never a sure thing, but that's the way they kind of leave you. That you have to have a follow-up. I mean,
it only makes sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, we've got another guest real quick.
Oh yeah.
Well, on this special Mother's Day edition, let's add Tom. Happy Mother's Day, Tom.
Hi, thanks. Joining late, just got through with Mother's Day lunch.
Oh, that's okay. Everybody was expecting another mother.
Yeah.
It was actually my mother-in-law.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Oh,
gotcha. So we were just talking about Moon Knight. Did you watch Moon Knight?
Nope.
So, Mike, did you watch another episode yet, or are you still, on episode 1? Did you get into it at all?
No, I'm still up that partial episode. We're watching Under the Banner of Heaven on Hulu.
Oh, right. Yeah, you recommended that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're caught up. It's like once that new episode comes out on Thursdays, so that leaves me some time to hopefully try to catch up with this.
Okay. Yeah. My recommendation is to skip episode 5 and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and it's a perfect series. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
And I guess episode 5 is important because in episode 6, I'm gonna maybe butcher names, but Layla becomes the avatar for the Taro Walk, the hippo lady, right?
Yeah.
So the hippo lady that's in the previous episode, becomes an avatar. And Mike, Tom, if you remember, we were talking about, that's when the gods will. That's what Moon Knight is for Khonshu.
Right.
So his girlfriend, or is that they're not married, right? That's not his wife, is it? Is it wife?
I think they are still married. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's his wife. Now she's a Egyptian superhero. She was pretty cool too. I actually liked.
Yeah. I actually, honestly, I didn't like the whole idea of her coming in as another avatar, but the costume was cool looking.
Yeah, it was really cool. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, the concept was. It's like we need another one, but
Right.
It's fine, whatever. But yeah, she definitely looked cool, and that's why I was saying I loved how this was a big payoff for me. But yeah, the action of this show was sick for the last. Like you said, it was a short episode too. Was it like 35 minutes?
Was it really? I didn't take notice.
Yeah, it was really short, and the last 10 minutes were just, crazy action packed and cool choreography for the fights and stuff too, with both of them involved. So it was really good. So I like it a lot. Now we're moving. I guess the next thing we're looking for is Obi-Wan coming out. That's the next one. Yeah.
No, that we'll watch as it.
You're gonna stay on top of that one? Okay, cool. Okay.
It's easier when the whole household is interested.
Definitely, absolutely, yeah. Well, I've got 5 TVs, and that makes it easier for me. So I can only imagine with your situation, that it makes it easier for you. So, and I did want to briefly mention. Obviously, Doctor Strange came out. Did anybody see that?
No.
I'm going to try to convince my wife that I need to prioritize seeing these movies immediately, baby.
It's for work.
Yeah, it's work now. Because I was like, obviously seeing all the other content creators and such with all these new Doctor Strange up, and I'm like, man, I'm failing. I've got Skip Trace with Jackie Chan and Johnny Knoxville, but that ain't no Doctor Strange.
You have a little bit of time to watch it during the no spoiler window, right? So you don't necessarily have to see it the first weekend. You've got 2 weeks?
Well, we actually took away the no spoiler because of advice your brother gave us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your brother's like, hey, people want to know. No one's gonna watch your show if you don't have spoilers. So we've tried to.
Now you can give a spoiler-free review, right?
Well, that's what he argues you really can't do. People want to know the stuff that's basically a spoiler. So we've just tried to move into we're going to spoil, but we'll give the heads up kind of thing,
Okay. Yeah.
I think
don't know. It's kind of fine line. Like there's some things you can reveal, but some things I guess you just have to use your judgment on, what would be better to be a surprise and what is sort of like basic premise stuff. I mean, obviously they have commercials for these movies, and so other people are making that judgment. Sometimes I think some of us think they go too far towards the release of the movie with what they show in some cases, but yeah,
that was my instinct. But Johnny disagreed, so we kind of changed a little bit. But I will let you know, Tom, that if I would have reviewed Terminator 2, I wouldn't have revealed that Arnold was a good guy. Okay, I would not go that far.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Now, you guys, you've had your time, but you do want to be careful. Like for me, that we're talking about that, when you're dealing with someone who's younger than they should have seen the movie, right? Like you kind of treat someone who's just ignorant of a movie because they weren't around differently than some 40-year-old. I don't mind assuming that they've seen a movie that's from 1991. If they haven't seen it, it's their own fault. But when you're dealing with like a teenager, it's like, well,
mm-hmm. We're definitely sensitive to that kind of thing. That's for sure. So
yeah.
All right, so that's all I watched. I'm definitely going to I'm going to see Doctor Strange on Tuesday, so I'll have Doctor Strange next week.